What up, what up, what up?
Hey guys, welcome back
Hi,
to the Fricken
guys.
Dad Podcast. Oh,
Hold on, let me get my influencer voice going. Hi, guys.
oh God, you're not very good. You're not very good at code switching. I don't think you sound like the influencer that you think you do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know these things? Where's the influencer scale? Where can I find that?
Mm, I'll find one. I'll figure it out and I'll send it to you.
Please do. I am now intrigued.
Um,
Excuse me.
I don't even know how to start this, honestly. How you like History Month?
Whoop whoop. But we're gonna talk
My
about
half of the month.
your half of the
What?
month. What do you
Yeah,
like
my
every
half
other
of the month
day?
is over. Yeah, well, there was a couple plans that I had heard of. So basically, it's either if you have a black dad, you get up until the 15th. If you have a white dad, then you get up to the 14th. And then, or you get the 12-hour plan. So you pick 12 hours in the day and you get 12 hours every day. I picked the 12-hour plan because I thought it's just the easiest to go off of and gives me a little bit of time to celebrate every day. So I went ahead and did the 12-hour plan.
All right.
No, you're not a fan of the plans or what?
No, it's something I've never actually struggled with. So, yeah, if that works for you, I say run with it. You know,
But
I'm.
yeah, happy Black History Month. This is our New Year's episode, but it is a month and a half in, so I guess we get to talk about not only the goals that we're setting ourselves for the rest of the year, but what we've accomplished in this past month and a half, even though it's probably not been much.
The only podcast on CP time is what I'm saying.
Oh God, can we? Oh my God, we gotta. Oh, we gotta put that in the title or in like the. We might need to redo the intro. I don't know, but we gotta put that somewhere.
You like that, baby?
Can we trademark that? Yeah, we gotta put that somewhere. I don't know. Wow, that really just brought light to my eyes for a second there.
That's funny
God damn it. Can't do shit right.
shit.
Mm-mm-mm. But
So
yeah.
yeah, what are you gonna? Let's get into it. What are you gonna share? What's been going on? Because I have not really actually talked to you in a minute to
Yeah, it's
know what's
been it's
happening.
been a minute since I've actually sat down and talked, yeah. Shit, I think the last time we recorded a podcast episode, I wasn't even in my apartment.
No, I don't think that you were.
Crazy. Well, some life updates for you guys. I moved out forever. Cut ties with everybody. No, but I did move out and I've been on my own for a couple months now. It is currently February. I moved out in November?
Was it November?
Came back for Christmas. Yeah. Came back for Christmas. Got into some accidents, some car accidents, that was fun. Um I wonder if my mom ever got money from that guy. She was supposed to try. Anyways, well, I'll ask her now that I think about that. I think that's really it. That's all the big life changes. Oh yeah, I was gonna get a dog. And then I didn't.
If I had one of those sound machine things, this is where the audience would go, "Yay!"
No, Dad, you're just a hater.
Can we do that? Can we get some sound effects? Yay!
I could add them in later when I edit.
I think you should. Yay!
All right, not too much. Tampa told me I should get a dog,
Excuse me?
so I was gonna. So Tampa said I should get a dog, so I was gonna
You
listen to
should
her.
get a dog, okay.
Yeah, because I asked her,
Why would
and
you
she
ask
was
Tampa?
like, because I knew she would say yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You ain't even close to slick.
Yeah, once I finally had made the decision that I was gonna go for it and say fuck it, we ball, I asked the guy if he had any more puppies and he didn't. So I was like, you know what, fine, it's a sign.
That was a sign.
So I didn't get a dog. But opportunity will arise again.
That just means prayers are answered. Thank you, Lord.
If you didn't think the Lord was real before, you know now.
Now I know. God dang it! Now I owe him some tithes.
Mm. But yeah, that's all. That's all for me. What about you, Dad? I know you got some big comedy stuff. You know, if you want to go ahead and share that with the group.
Yeah, with the group. Yeah, been trying to do my damn thing. I've been out there and hitting up some shows and getting to them open mics. My goal was at least one open mic a week and at least one show a month, and so far I've been hitting it. So I got one scheduled for March, and then another one actually coming up this Thursday. Actually, my man hit us up. It's this is funny. Hey, you might be able to help. It's a all black comedian showcase, and he's trying to think of a name to call it.
Give me a second. Do we want it to be like racist?
I don't know. I just think if you
Like,
could find some humor in it.
Supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Supposed to be funny? Okay.
I thought different jokes instead of different strokes, but that's probably like just an old people's reference. Not young people won't get that.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that. So
yeah, different strokes was this show. That's where what you talking about, Willis, came from. You ever heard anybody say that?
Yeah, I have heard that.
Anyways.
I'll have to come up with something. It'll probably come up like to me in like the middle of the episode, and I'll just like yell out the name.
It's gonna be really awkward. Okay,
I'll think about it. Wasn't this supposed to have like a couple? Wasn't this supposed to happen a couple weeks ago?
This particular show, no. There was another he did because he's done. He did one for Black History Month. He's doing one in March, and that's the one that I'm on. Is the one in March.
Oh, then wait? I'm confused. What's the Thursday show then?
Thursday. That's a whole different show I got signed up for.
Oh, so okay. Because I swear you had said something about like a couple weeks ago that you guys were trying to throw together like an all black comedy show.
And that's a whole separate thing somebody else is trying to do. And then your Uncle Nino hit me up and he wants to do something more like a variety show. He would like to do something with comedies, possibly some type of games, and then a musical guest at the end. I'm assuming he would be the musical guest.
He's the one who raps, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's got the one Seahawks anthem that you like.
Yes. I do recall. Well, cool.
Yeah. So
you're not. So you weren't gonna tell them about the show that you got into?
Which one?
That was what I was referring to when I had said, "Are you gonna share it with the group?"
Which show?
The chocolates one.
Oh, in November of 2026. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be down at Chocolate Sundays. So if you're in California listening to this, mark your calendars. Come see your boy. I have a little bit of time to get my act together. I should be tight by the end. I should have a nice hour set to run. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Do you actually have an hour? Do you know anything that you have to do?
I do not, because they actually switched everything up. That's the funny part. They were doing auditions virtually, and then you had to get voted in by the virtual audience. I don't know what happened, but something happened, and then I got an email saying no more virtual. Here's the date that you need to show up at the club.
Interesting. Okay.
And I know I'm not the only one that got the email too, because there's another local comic that was saying how she was so nervous about the virtual thing, and then like a day before I got my email, she said something about, "Oh, here's my date. I'm going up there." Blah, blah, blah. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Everybody mark your calendars. Hopefully he's famous by then.
If not, get down there and make me famous. God damn it.
Freaking Dad. I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi or my Wi-Fi, but one of us keeps going, or you keep going out. But I hope it doesn't pop up on the actual recording.
So far, I've been able to hear you good all the way through.
So maybe it's just me. I don't know. But that was all your goals for the year? That was it?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as comedy goes, that was it, really. Other life goals is just like the see how to get some more money coming in, different job or something of that nature. But I'm not putting a lot of energy in there.
Mm-mm.
Got to try and see what I can do to either get a bigger home or to get this home to be bigger. So I'm gonna have some
Mm-hmm.
contractors come through and find out how much it'll cost to add a couple rooms on here. See if it's
Mm-hmm.
more feasible to add some rooms or get a bigger house.
Right.
So those are some of the things, but it's still early on. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see what I can afford for a vacation. I don't know if you consider that a
Where are you
life
going?
goal. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Just gonna see where my money can take me. I might just go to the corner and back.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, but if money wasn't like a worry, where would you want to go?
Oh, I'm
Because
sure.
you're not a big vacationer.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But
Like most you do is Vegas.
Vegas is always a good time, except for the last time we went down there. Did I tell you we had reservations and fell asleep and slept through the reservations?
No,
I woke up starving, wanting some dinner.
you're a joke. You're a joke.
I was actually looking at Denver because
Why? What is in Denver?
they have a U.S. based cannabis cup.
Oh my god.
I think that would be cool. I always want to go to one.
You said a cannabis cup?
Yeah,
What is that?
where they go and all the weed growers in the area and they vie to see who's
They
got the best
compete?
stuff. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. That's new.
Well, before the U.S. had it all legal in all these different states, the only place you could go for a cannabis cup was God bless it, Amsterdam.
Hmm.
So that was my original goal, was to go to Amsterdam for a cannabis cup because it sounded like it would be a good time. I don't know. I just want to check it out. Take it off my bucket list. I got too much time left, girl. I got too much time.
It's funny because I'm only 18 and I feel like that.
Oh, stop.
Yes, I know. Because I was like, something about New Year's stresses me out. Because when I was like I don't know, and maybe it's just because of like everything that you see on social media now. Because I've thought about deleting my social media a lot because of like, just everything that you see. Like it's just like I feel like it's just pressuring me to do too much too fast. Like, like people's New Year's resolutions, like, oh, I want to travel. And then, like, I was even telling my mom not too long ago because I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life because there was just too much going on. And, like, I don't know, just something about it where it's like, okay, like, yeah, I want to travel. And it's like, okay, I feel like I need to go to 7 different countries all this year. Like, I don't know why I feel like when I'm making, like, New Year's resolutions, quote unquote, or like I'm talking about things that I want to do or want to start, I feel like I have to start them now and I have to finish them by next week.
But
And
that's
then
you
it pisses
putting it
me
on
out.
yourself, though.
I know, but like I don't know what it is. Like it freaks me out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cause yeah,
that's
like one of the things was like traveling. Like I was like, okay, well, like I want to go here and here and here and here. So let's plan this all for this year. I'm like, okay, and then I'm like thinking, I'm like, okay, that's not realistic, but like I want to do it, but like it's not happening.
I mean, it'd be cool, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that be the gauge to let me know if I had a successful year.
Right. And then I'm like, and then like in my head, I'm like, well, ah, I was like, if I do it, hold on, give me a second. Okay, figured it out. I was like, because I don't know why I feel like all of a sudden time just stops after the year. Not like there's gonna be a next year or whatever, and not like I'm not 18 and can't do things for the rest of my life. But something about it, just something about not getting everything done now and by next week does not sit right with me.
So funny. All you would end up doing is finding more stuff to get into.
Yeah, I know. And then that's another thing. I'm like, there's just too much going on where I'm just like, I don't know. Cause like one thing like that I really wanted to start doing, which I haven't started doing, is like Pilates. Like me and like, a couple of my friends over here or whatever have wanted to do Pilates, and we were talking about like classes, and I was like, oh, like I'll look into classes. Da, 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 da. I've yet to look at classes, so now I'm stressing out, and I'm like, well, I didn't start Pilates, so I can't start now. Like I don't have a whole entire rest of the year left and the rest of my life.
Right.
Like I didn't just come out the womb yesterday.
Funny.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, Dad. I have no clue. But something about New Year's stressing me out about that.
Yeah, I've never been one to make resolutions, so
Yeah, I'm not a big resolutioner either, honestly. Like not official resolutions anyways. Like I think I tried 1 year, but I think that was like during COVID, and it was just because, we had nothing else to do. So
more
I
times.
made some resolutions, but
Yeah, for me, more times than not, I don't think about it until like July. It's like, oh, probably should have made a resolution.
yeah, I think I make a lot more like goals, like, and I think I also need to start writing goals down, because I think I make a lot more goals in my head, and I think that's part of the reason why I get stressed out. My mom was telling me this too, because I don't actually like write everything down, so I try to juggle and keep track of everything in my head when that's really not what my head is for. So then I stress myself out because I'm just like thinking about too much at once, which is true. Like when I was trying to make my grocery list, I was like just bouncing a million ideas off in my head, and I wasn't actually writing anything down, so I was stressing myself out about it when it literally took me 5 minutes to do after I started writing things down.
Well, there you go. You have found the secret sauce.
See, but the problem is I'm still going to continue to do it.
You might ease up a little bit now that you know better.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Dad.
I have
Just
faith
living a
in
hard
you.
knock life out here.
I have faith in you.
Do you?
I do.
Having a rough time.
Yeah, no, I got faith in you. Come from
But
good.
yeah, okay. So back to cutting my hair.
Yes.
What were we talking about before?
You were saying you were cutting it short. You were going bald, I believe, is where we left off at.
Okay, I'm not actually going bald, I swear. So basically, my hair's falling out, right? And I think it's falling out, and this is kind of like part of the whole New Year's resolution thing, because like one of my like goals ish is kind of just to like live a healthier, more natural life,
Mm-hmm.
like because I don't really do medicine like that for real. I don't really like medicine, um, and I quit my birth control. Well, I think quitting birth control has finally caught up to me, because like I'm losing my hair and I'm losing my eyelashes.
Hmm.
Weird, huh?
A little. Eyelashes surprise me.
And I don't think I would have thought anything of it if it wasn't for losing my eyelashes. Because like when it was just my hair, I was like, oh, I'm just shedding. Because I've gone through periods where I've like lost a lot of hair, and my mom was like, you just go through like molting periods, whatever. So I don't think I would have thought anything until I started losing my eyelashes. Like I would rub my eye and there would be like 7 eyelashes on my hand, and it started freaking me out.
Hmm.
So I was like, huh, that's weird. And then so I looked it up, being the doctor I am. Um and it said that like you lose hair like due to hormonal imbalances. So I think that that's like part of the reason. And then also, and I just think it's funny how like there's little things here and there that you notice or whatever, but like also with my hair, I think I'm producing more oil on my scalp than I was before,
Hmm.
because my scalp is a lot more itchy, and I've never had an issue with dandruff, but like now like my hair, like my scalp will flake up, and I don't really know if it's dandruff or product, but I got chunks in my hair now.
It could be even the change in climate.
Yeah, but I feel like I would have dealt with that when I like first got here. Which I mean, I did have like changes in hair or whatever, but like it wasn't this extreme. And for a while, I thought it was also the water, because the water in my apartment, I think, is very, very hard. Like, I think it's hard water because my skin is not a fan of it. And my hair, I don't think, really was a fan of it either. Like, my hair was really dry when I first got here.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had got a new shower head with like a filter in it. And then, like, things were fine. And then now all of a sudden, like, as of maybe a little less than a month ago, my hair started falling out. Like, it's to the point where, like, I could just touch my hair and there's like a clump of hair in my hand.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. So then I went and got a wax yesterday, and she looks at me and she goes, "Is it your fourth week?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." Oh. And another reason why I think that it's because the hormonal imbalance thing is because I was supposed to be on my period and I was having period symptoms, but nothing was actually coming out for like a cool like 2 weeks, which is also weird because I don't ever have period symptoms or a period for 2 weeks.
I don't know. When you were here, it felt like you had one every other day.
Well, yeah, because you don't have them, so you feel like they're happening all the time, but they're not. But they were like when I first got off birth control, they were really regular, and so I was like, okay, I'm kind of winning. Like, okay, this isn't as bad as everyone seems. Da, 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 da. But I think it's finally catching up to me because yeah, when like because me and Mariah are on the same cycle,
Oh hell.
and so now she yeah, the house is a fucking mess. But when she was on it, I was gonna be on it, and then she was even like, "Yeah, you're definitely like about to start." Because I had cried. I don't know why I cried about something, but I started crying, and then we were both like, "Yeah, I'm on my period," and then nothing ended up happening. So I don't know. There's that, and then the other thing. Oh, and then when I went to like my wax or whatever yesterday, she was like, "Is this your fourth week?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she was like, "Well, like." I don't know. I'm just confused because, like, do you feel like your hair's thinning? And I was like, I mean, on my head it is. And she was like, yeah, because it's like I feel like you have thicker hair this time. I was like, see, shit is weird. And I was like, you are thinning out in all the wrong places, body. Fuck. And I'm gaining weight. Like, I'm over it, Dad.
All that from getting off birth control?
Yes. Which, like, I get it. I knew that there was going to be, like, a lot of different changes because, like, I've been on it for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's been, like, slowly happening and I'm just now noticing. I don't know. But I feel like it's all hitting me like a truck. So, that, long story short, is why I'm cutting my hair. And I want to live a healthier lifestyle.
That explains the dinner the other night. I thought that was extremely healthy.
Oh
Like root
yeah,
vegetables.
well, because I wanted pasta, but it's a long story. Oh yeah, and it's funny. I got my burger today. Did I tell you that?
No, you did not. You told me you wanted one,
Oh,
but you didn't tell me you got it.
oh, I ordered Five Guys for dinner, even though I have all that stuff in the fridge because I needed a burger. But yeah, that cooking the steak stressed me out.
It looks good to me.
Yeah, I just I could just tell like because I knew that the steak wasn't gonna be like amazing, wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
but like when I was cooking it, I was like, this just doesn't look right. Like something about like when you cook steak, like it just looks a certain way. So I was cooking it, I was like, this doesn't look correct. And so then I couldn't tell if it was done or not. So I was like using a thermometer trying to figure it out. And then like I don't think you can really use the thermometer while it's on the foreman because then it's just all types of fucked up. So then I finally ended up like taking it off and cutting it. I was like, oh, okay, I did kind of good.
Over there stressing
But
yourself out.
yeah. And I was also worried because I didn't think it was gonna like have really much of a taste because on Friday we have these things called professional development Fridays for one of the classes that I'm in, and so I had to go to it, and it's basically where you sit in on like different rounds of like companies basically speaking to you. And I think the whole point of it is to kind of figure out like what you want to do like after you graduate.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we sat in on Gordon Food Services, you know who that is?
I do know the name.
Yeah, well, we sat in like with them, and so they gave me like a bag of like goodies or whatever. It had like a cookie in it, it had some kind of energy drink in it, some chips, and then it had some rubs in it. And so I used the rubs, and when I used the one rub on the chicken, I was like, this is not really like giving. Like it was good, but it just didn't seem like a lot. And so then when I did it on the steak, and there was more steak than there was chicken, so I was like, shit, this isn't gonna be good.
Did it have enough
It turned
flavor?
out fine, I think.
Yeah, depending on the rub, sometimes you gotta like douse that motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it definitely would have been better if there was more, but the rub was like more like spicy than flavorful, if that makes any sense. Like I just feel like it had like more heat than it did like
Yeah.
actual flavors.
Yeah, makes total sense.
But yeah, because it was like there was like the Texas hot rub, which is what I use on the steak, and then the other one was garlic honey rub, which I use on the chicken.
Makes sense. Nice choices.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Well done.
But yeah, I wanted to use those before I use my T-Pain spices.
Now that you're kind of digging greens a little bit, next year tell me you want some hot wings. What do they call them down there? Are they hot wings, buzzard wings? What do they call them? Hot wings, huh?
Just wings, yeah. Yeah, apparently wings are a very big thing down here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when we decided to go to the bando, like what time of day we went. But Dad, when I tell you, me and my friend Brooklyn went the other day, and it was cracking. Oh, there was no room to breathe in there.
It was early afternoon
And
when
they
we went.
ran out of wings.
Stop the madness. Oh
Yes,
my
they ran
God.
out of wings, and so they were only doing tenders.
Oh, there would have been a fight in the trap house.
Yeah, only doing tenders, and then they wouldn't like split the favors for the flavors for the tenders, because she was she was hella hot, because she was like yeah, I think I want to try like lemon pepper and this, and then we got to the register and he was like, yeah, we're out of wings, we're only doing tenders, and she was like, okay, so like can I do 2 lemon pepper and 2 this, and he goes, no. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, that's not what you said about the wings. Like okay, like damn.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was cracking. She goes, when did y'all go? And I was like, girl, I don't even know. And I was like, yeah, it was not like this. She was like, yeah, we're gonna have to come again when they actually have fucking wings.
Yeah, we've got a whole tour and everything. Lady was chopping it up with us.
Yeah, Erica. She wasn't there this time. And they added a new menu item. I don't know if it's like temporary or permanent or whatever, but it's a glizzy dog.
Oh hell.
Yeah, glizzy dog.
What the fuck?
I was really tempted to get it. It looked good. It looked really good because it was like a chili dog and had like some extra shit on it. But I can't remember like if I ate prior to that or like what happened. Oh, because we went the day that we couldn't get into the fucking basketball game. Yep, that's what it
Damn,
was.
you guys had
Yep.
a rough ass day.
Yeah, we cannot win. We both agreed we're not leaving the house ever again in our lives. It's not happening. Because yeah, we cannot win. Because there was that situation, and then I don't know if I told you about the time where we tried to get into like this All American, because you know All American, right? I don't know if you watch it, but you know what the show is.
Yeah.
You know how they did a spinoff for one of the like characters, and she's at HBCU.
Mm-hmm.
It's All American Homecoming. That's what it is. Well, the cast had come to the school. And they were doing like, you know, interviews, and like they were doing like a episode streaming and all that, whatever. But apparently you had to sign up to be able to view it. Like, and also they do they do these events and they'll open it to all of AUC at one time. So it's all 4 schools that are trying to go to one event, and they'll hold it in a classroom, which isn't gonna fucking work. But they didn't tell us about it until the night before that it was happening. So it was like, oh, email for like a spot, you know, to come like experience it. So we both emailed, and then that morning they emailed us back. No, they didn't even email me back, but they emailed Brooklyn back and was like, sorry, you're waitlisted, it's already full. So we're like, what the fuck, like you guys just said something last night. So then we were irritated, and then that night was when we were, because the plan was, because it was a Friday, I think. Basically, I had class until 3. Oh my God, I keep burping. I went to work that morning. I was supposed to have class from 2 to 3. But then come to find out, I guess I didn't actually have class that whole entire time. All it was to go turn in an assignment. So then I got out of class early. So then we were going to sit there from 3 until 4 so that we could get me my basketball ticket, because then the basketball game was the next day. And then we were going to, after I got my basketball ticket, because there was like, it was very specific pickup time.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go home, shower, change, and then come back at 6, and then she was gonna like sit there and wait or whatever, because then the thing started at 6. Well, then they were like, oh, you're waitlisted, and then I didn't even get an email back, and we were both like, well, we don't really know how this is like how they're gonna organize it. So like it's like we don't even know if we could sneak in if we wanted to. And so then after I got my basketball ticket, I was like, yeah, I'm over it. Like, I don't know how we're supposed to do this, whatever. She was like, okay, well, I'll sit here and like wait and see if anyone shows up, and like maybe we could just like get in, whatever. Well, then I guess she ended up like sneaking in, which because she was like, yeah, like I didn't even bother texting you because you wouldn't have gotten there in time anyways. Because basically she had gone into the classroom before anybody else had. So when like the actual people that were organizing it came by, they were like, they assumed that she had already been let in. And so then she was, and then I guess they drug her out, like not drug her out, but like they drug her into another classroom. And so she was like, yeah, I couldn't even text you. Like you would not have been able to get in. It was so chaotic. And then I guess the main character that came there was high off of his ass. So they had to kick him out. It was, yeah, it's just getting ghetto. So there was that. And then that was Friday. And then Saturday was the game where they had given all those free tickets out. And then they had, mind you, the game started at 1, and I worked that morning. I literally switched my shift that morning because I was supposed to get off at 1:45. Game started at 1. I thought it would be okay, right? But I was like, you know what? Let me just switch my shift or whatever, so it gives me time to get ready. We can actually get there on time, because every time we try to go to something, I'm working. So I'm like, oh, well, we have to go late. Sorry. So I switched my shift. I opened that morning, got off at 11:15. Why did they say that early entry for CAU students was at 10:30 a.m.? What? The game doesn't start till 1. What do you mean? When are black people ever early ever in their lives?
Not that early.
Like, what? 3 hours early? Hell, what are you doing there? What do you do for 3 hours before a basketball game? Sit? Like, so I was like, okay, so that's not gonna work. So then we were like, well, whatever, like there has to be seats, whatever. Get off and then like, go home, get ready, and then head there. And then I see the crowd over there by the gym, and I had said something, and then I was like, and she was like, well, they're probably just like, letting people in, because I want to say we got there pretty much right as it started. And then this girl, and then I see the whole entire group just turn away and walk down the road. I said, oh, we're not allowed in, like I already know. And this girl came up, and then Brooklyn was like, yeah, are they not letting people in? She was like, no, they're not. She was like, and they're not doing refunds. I was like, ain't that about a bitch? So yeah, we can't have shit. We can't do shit. And then the whole bando thing, we're basically giving up is what's happening. Because everything that we've tried to go to or do, it just has failed.
Don't give up. Keep hope alive.
I'm over it. Clark really be Clarkin'.
There the Clark is.
Yeah, and then it was funny because I went to a concert the other night by myself, which that really also goes to show that I need a taser. So if you want to get me a taser or a gun, something, I'm gonna need it because I think I almost got snatched on 3 different occasions. But we'll get into that in here in a second. But I was standing in the back, and then this other girl was alone too, and I was like, oh, are you here alone too? And she was like, yeah. And then like we were talking a little bit, and she was like, oh, so you like just got here, like, what are you here for? And I was like, school. And she was like, oh, where do you go? And I was like, Clark. And she goes, yeah, how are you holding up? It's like, okay, so y'all must know.
That's funny. They're keeping it to themselves. Yeah. They didn't share with anybody.
Yeah, well, because everyone was rooting for Clark when we came down to visit. So I don't know about them. I don't know. Stressing me out, Dad.
Who'd you go see?
Smino and Jid, or JID. I posted the videos. You see those?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh. I posted them on Instagram. They're gone now. I was on a story, but yeah, went and seen Jid and Smino. Both rappers. That was interesting. I think I decided that I can only go alone to certain kinds of concerts in certain settings, and that was not one of them. Because it was just it was a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And so it was definitely a guy concert.
Got it.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. There was one guy who was like circling me, like, and just being like hella weird. Like I could see you. I'm not dumb. I can see what you're doing. And so he would like stare at me, and then I would catch him, and he would walk away. And then like I was like, oh, I wonder where he went. Turned around, he was behind me staring at me.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that at all.
Yeah, like would move to different positions and sit there and watch me, and then like would end up going back to the same position. Like he had a drink or whatever, and I was like, oh hell no, not today. And then he ended up leaving and like going somewhere else. And then I was sitting there because after the girl and I started talking or whatever, she ended up finding some friends like that she had known from somewhere else, I'm assuming. And she had dragged me over, like we were all dancing and whatever. And then they had ended up leaving after the first artist, and I was like, damn it, now I gotta be here for the second one by myself. And the second one started playing or whatever, and I was recording, and I was in the very, very back, so I like, was on my tippy toes or whatever, like recording, and someone was whispering in my ear, but like I didn't really think anything of it because I'm like, well, it's loud in here, like maybe they're not actually in my ear, like I didn't know what was going on. And then he grabbed me, like he touched my back, and so I whipped around and like gasped like hella loud. And he was like, "Oh, so I didn't mean to scare you. I was just trying to help you out. Like I just was joking. I was making a joke about you needing a step stool because you're short, and like I was just trying to help you out. Like, what do you do? What do you do in here by yourself?" And I was like, and then like kind of scooted away slowly. And then he continued to stand there. He continued to stand there next to me and was sitting there like doing the little side eye thing at me too. And I was like, okay, so what is going on right now? I really don't understand. I really don't get it. So then I was like, okay, well now great. And then I drove there. So I I left a couple songs early because I wanted to like beat the traffic or whatever, and I knew I was gonna need to find the car because I knew I didn't know where I parked. So like I ran to the parking garage and I ran into the elevator, and this guy runs up and stops the elevator and like holds the doors open and asked me if I was taken. He was like, yeah, because I know you're fine, so I just need to know if you're taken. And I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, okay, God bless, and left. It's like, why did you just do that? Why did you just run up on me like that?
God bless, huh?
Yeah, God bless. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hallelujah.
I don't get it. And the Lord said, let there be light. Like I just don't understand. Like y'all don't know personal space or nothing.
Sabanya.
That's mine, King. And you fucked it up for everybody.
That's funny.
Fricken Dad. Yeah, so basically I need a taser.
Okay.
Long story short.
Got it.
Yeah. It's funny. This was supposed to be a New Year's episode. We really didn't talk much about it. Like we did a little, but I guess we both didn't really have as many New Year's resolutions as I thought.
Yeah, not really resolutions in the sense of resolutions. Yeah, I'm on point for what I was trying to accomplish with the comedy shit, but yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I feel good about it for what it's worth. I think I'm headed in the right direction because one of the problems I've always had is I'll have these goals, but not necessarily have the steps to get there. This time, I think I've got some steps to try to get there. So,
right,
go me.
Yeah, go you. Period.
As it should be.
No, just as it should.
Oh, no B? Oh,
yeah.
Damn. You know what? That's funny. I was telling everybody how many of the little slang things I messed up, like fleek. Man, I tore that one up. I used that all kinds of wrong. What else did I mess up?
The girls and the gays.
Oh yeah, I messed that one up. But there was some more when you were younger that I messed up pretty good too.
Oh.
Because Fleek, you was still. I feel like you were in middle school.
Maybe even elementary school.
When I jacked that one up, you used to get so frustrated.
I think that might actually been elementary school because I feel like that was during like my mustache era, right?
It might have been. I can't.
Which remember. that was elementary school for sure.
I can't remember. I just remember messing it up. And what else was it though? There was one more that I know I messed up a lot to the point where I didn't even try anymore. It's gonna come to me in the middle of the night.
I don't know. I kind of tune you out, you know.
Yeah, right. That's for another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell everybody how you tune me out.
Oh, and the weather's getting hotter here, and I'm really not for it.
I cannot help.
It was raining. It was raining today, and the rain was warm, and I was sick to my stomach. The rain was warm, and why were people walking around with umbrellas, and it was just drizzling? I was like, y'all ain't about it for real.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know the struggle. Like, what are you
Yeah.
walking around an umbrella in for? You should be embarrassed.
Not in Washington anymore.
No. Like it literally was just like sprinkling, like so light. And there was two girls walking in front of me with umbrellas. There was a girl who came into the exam today with an umbrella. I was like, if y'all don't put that shit down, weak in the fucking knees. Stand up, like God. What'd the Wicked Witch of the West say? I'm melting. No. Fuck.
That's funny.
But yeah, I was like, ugh. And I think actually it's like 80 right now in my apartment, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sweating, and I have my fan going, and it's not really doing the damn thing.
Yeah. Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play.
And can we talk about short people problems? Can we talk about how Mariah got me a 5-step stool and I still couldn't reach the fire alarm?
5
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah. The step stool is almost as tall as my fridge, and I still couldn't get to the damn fire alarm. Because when I set it off last night, I was trying to just take the battery out because I don't know how fire alarms work. And when I tell you the fire department is walking distance from the apartment, I was like, if they pull up, I'm gonna die. And I was, oh God.
Breathe.
Oh my God, I don't know what that was.
From here, it sounds like a near-death experience.
God, yeah, and it was like last night when I was like, when I set the fire alarm off, I was like, I don't even know why it went off. Like, there's not smoke or nothing. After I got up there and started like waving at the fire alarm, I couldn't breathe. I was like, I didn't know it was giving off so much smoke. That foreman does not play. And the thing is, like, it's literally nothing was burning. Like, nothing. Damn.
Do you need to take a minute? You could pause this.
No, it's okay. But yeah, nothing like was burning, but I guess it was just a lot smokier than I thought, even though I had the window open and everything. But yeah, I tried to get up there to take the battery out, and I could not reach, like, for nothing. I had to get a spatula, and even then I still couldn't really like reach it because I think I had to twist it. I think the fire alarm, because there's a button up on that fire alarm, and I was really scared to touch it because I was like, damn it, they're really gonna call the cops if I like maybe press the button, because I didn't know what the button was for because I couldn't read it. And so I was like, well, damn it, I can't reach it up to twist it. So then I I tried, because like it's next to a wall, so I grabbed the wall and tried to get on top of the handle of the step stool.
You gonna bust
Because
your
I was
little
like,
head
this is the
open.
I know. And I was like, this is the only way that I can reach. And I was like, nope, whatever, I'm screwed. So I just waved at it a lot, and it eventually turned off. Like it didn't beep for very long, but I was like, damn it. And then, oh my God, I damn near had a panic attack, because why did I start hearing fire alarm sirens? It's like, God damn it. Like, they better not be coming for me. Because when I tell you, it was literally like right up the street. Like if something was happening, I could walk to the fire station. But yeah, I was not doing so hot.
Funny shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, you lived through it. It made you a better person.
Yeah, I feel like this year has really just strengthened me.
It's tested your boundaries. You've stretched in ways you didn't expect to stretch.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I've had a lot of new experiences. Like my first like real hangover, that was crazy. That was an experience, and it's funny now. I can't drink now.
Yep.
Like every time I've tried to take a sip of something, I feel like I'm gonna throw up every single time. And like all my friends are like, you're just being a wuss. I'm like, no, guys, I really can't do it. I can't.
I knew it wasn't gonna take much to turn you off.
Yeah. And it's funny because like the hangover experience, I really wouldn't say it was that bad. Like obviously I puked, right? But like I feel like the puking was so easy. Like it wasn't one of those like hard pukes where it's like, I have to push it out, and like what, like it kind of just flowed. So like it really wasn't bad. But something about it, I don't know, it really just fucked me up. Because I've tried drinking wine. Ugh. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. But yeah, like try doing wine. That was sick. I've tried doing like 3 different types of wine. They're all sick now to me. And then when I went to dinner the other night with my friends, I got another drink and I don't know what it was called, but it was the one with the duck in it. Have you seen that photo?
Yep.
Yeah, it had what did it have? It had apple crown, coconut rum, blue what is that? Not Sirocco.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Carousel. Blue carousel. And some other stuff in there, which it didn't have any other alcohol, but like it was like when I took a sip I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna vomit, so I had to give it to my friend. I was like, this is so gross. Which normally I don't have a problem with dark. Anyways.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel like I've had a lot of live and learn experiences. Now I know to cook steak with the window open. I know not to drink a whole bottle of tequila. What else do I know now?
I don't know, but I'm feeling like I failed as a father that you didn't know these things already. I said now I feel like I failed as a father that you didn't know these things already.
Well, listen. Okay, listen though. The drinking thing, I don't really know where we went wrong because we ate quite a bit before. We didn't drink more than we did a couple weeks prior. So we really don't know where we went wrong with this situation. That one was a fluke in the system. Because we all were throwing up. So maybe the alcohol was bad. That's what we're going to say. We're going to say the alcohol was bad.
No, we're going to say you guys are rookies. Cut it out.
But no, we drank so much a couple weekends before that, and we were all fine. Like I even got up and went to work at 8 the next morning. Like we were all good. But then this time I literally had to like call out. I don't call out. I think that was my first time calling out at work before, like here anyways. Because yeah, like it was, I couldn't do it. I tried to go to work too. That was off. That would have been crazy. I really did try to do it, but yeah, I don't know.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, now I can't ever do it again. Not living my best life.
So yeah, what's next? What's next on the agenda?
I don't know. We got to figure out a way to format these.
Agreed.
Because I don't know what we're doing. SOS.
SOS.
You know what I did want to talk about now that I think about it? I'm thinking about quitting YouTube.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
I don't know. Like, it's just annoying. Cause like I don't know. I was talking to some of my friends about this. Like I think that it's like I don't even know how to explain it. I think because I'm like, I'm just not really one of those people who just likes to follow trends. Like it kind of irritates me when I fall under like a trend category, even if I'm not meaning to really.
Yeah.
So like I feel like now like everybody's trying to do YouTube, and so now it's like there's nothing that's really making me stand apart from anybody else.
Because there are so
and I feel like
channels.
everybody's
Because there are so many channels now.
Yeah, like there's so many channels, and then everybody kind of does their own little twist to it now, where it's like, well, what room is there for me to do like something else in a way? And like, I don't know, like that, like YouTube isn't necessarily like such a passion for me, where it's like I have the creativity in that sense to actually start making something up new, like if that makes any sense. Like it's like, how some people just kind of have like a keen sense for like music or something, so then like they have the ability and the creativity already placed in their head to be able to do something different. I feel like that's not really like my case in like with YouTube. So like sitting here like trying to think like, okay, like I could keep going, and I could do this differently, and I could do this differently, like it's just not me, so it's not giving. It's not. So yeah, I was thinking about quitting. I don't really know if I'm like what yet. And then also like people are like, oh, vlogging is so easy, like like it's like the easiest thing that you can do at YouTube. It's kind of hard when like you like, because you have to really be in the mood to do it. And I've found that very prominent, especially like because like for Valentine's Day, like I was trying to do like a Valentine's Day week vlog because me and like my friends were going out a whole bunch and like had a whole bunch of plans, whatever. But like I just don't want to like I would much rather sit there and be in the moment than vlog. Like I don't want to sit there and have to be like, wait guys, I gotta set up the camera. Like no, I don't want to do that. So or like that's another thing that I think was holding me up a lot with like quote unquote New Year's resolutions or getting things done or whatever, because like a lot of, and I think also it has to probably do what I see it with what I see on social media all the time, but like everyone's like, oh yeah, just like, whatever you're doing, just pick up a camera, anything can be content, da 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 da. So I would like at one point I was trying to do like a wellness vlog, like where kind of I just like vlog like a whole bunch of like little wellness things that I do, like there was one day where I wanted to go to like Whole Foods and I like wanted to pick up vitamins because one thing I want to do this year is also like start taking more vitamins and stuff and like healthier snacks and whatever. So I was gonna go to Whole Foods. That was like 3 weeks ago. I still yet to go to Whole Foods because in my head I'm like, yeah, I want to record it, but I don't want to record it, so I have yet to go. So it's just like it just gets in the way. So I'm just like, I don't really know that I want to do it for real anymore. I'm like, damn, it kind of sucks, especially now that I was just starting to like make like semi progress with like where I was at with YouTube. It's like, well, damn, now I feel like that was like all a waste of time in a way.
How long have you been feeling this way?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know, because I feel like I was feeling like the recording and stuff like that. Like I was feeling doing the YouTubes when I was doing my little apartment videos, which again, also that's another thing. I have like 3-4 apartment videos just sitting on my computer waiting to be edited, and I've yet to do them.
Yeah.
But which I was kind of thinking, I was like, okay, well maybe if I like edit them, like maybe like creativity will spark again, because I found that like a couple times if I take long breaks, like I'll be bored, and then like but once I actually sit down and like do something, I kind of enjoy it again. But still, like I just don't really know what I could do to set myself apart from everybody else to the point where I would actually enjoy it and like just get joy out of it again. Yeah. So
maybe a break.
Yeah, because when I was doing my little apartment videos, I was having fun, but now I'm just like, it's like I just want to go out and like do shit, but not have to sit there and worry about recording it.
Yeah. So be it.
What is she yelling about?
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Is she mad? I don't know. I can't tell if she sounds mad or not.
I'm in your room. I am, so I don't know.
Oh. That's funny. Well, that's it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Did we accomplish anything? Did we have a good time? It was fun had by all. Were you entertained?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we was just talking.
Kind of what we do.
We didn't really crack a lot of jokes this time.
Got a couple funnies in there, I think. Just enough. Yeah. Just enough to keep the listeners. I guess that's what they sit in to listen for, is really more.
Just our conversations. You glitched out.
Comment. Did I?
Yeah.
I said that's what people have always commented on, just our candid conversations.
Yeah, that's funny because as you were saying that and you glitched out, I was saying the same thing. Like, I guess that's what people are here for, is just to listen to our conversations. Whether they're funny or not.
9 times out of 10, they're funny to me, so I really don't care.
Well,
it's just like my stand-up. Half the time, I just do it for myself.
Fricken Dad.
Yeah, if somebody else.
Yeah, I was telling people on my job that I'm gonna do a stand-up. Yeah, I was telling people at my job I'm gonna have a comedy show because I just be thinking I'm funny as fuck.
What'd they say at work?
I just be saying stupid shit and I just be making. They were like, "Yeah, I'd go." It's like, period. I was like, I don't think you realize I wasn't really asking you. I was telling, so you have to show up regardless.
Get your life together.
But it's funny. I know for sure that I'm a favorite and that like people actually think I'm funny because there's this one guy that I work with and his name's, and mind you, he doesn't really like anybody for real. Like, but I could tell that he likes me because we be making jokes and like he actually like sits and like talks to me and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Whatever, right? but he just went on vacation and he's gonna be gone for like a month or whatever. And I kept joking with him. I was like, you're gonna miss me. Like, I was like, it's okay, you could say it. He was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, yeah, what, like, just being like himself or whatever. And I was like, if you're gonna miss me, just say that. Like, it's fine, whatever. And then it came to like his last day at work, and I was like, okay, like, bye everybody. David, have a good vacation. And he gave me a hug, and I went in my car and cried.
Oh hell.
I literally went in my car and cried. I was like, ain't no way. And I was the only one he gave a hug to. I was like, yeah, that's how I know I'm that bitch. I don't really know what to tell y'all.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been making I've been really milking this Black History Month thing. I told them they're not allowed to ask me to do nothing at work. So they haven't asked me to do floors. They haven't asked me to do trash. They haven't asked me to do nothing. Except for this one manager, which she is so funny. I told her, she was like, yeah, can you do trash? I said, during Black History Month is fucking insane. And she was like, well, just think of it this way. We're honoring how hard your people work. I said, yeah, and you're going to fucking jail. I was like, yep, we caught him. We got him. We got him, boys. We got him. So then I went and took the trash out. Why was I locked in the trash room for 10 minutes?
See?
I called at least 4 people in that store and nobody picked up. So you know who came and got me? The black trash man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He came and let me out the room. He was like, what are you doing? I was like, listen, so I'm locked in. Are you gonna let me out? He was like, what money you got on you? I was like, you're a bitch. Let me the fuck out. I was like, y'all are some assholes. And then when I got locked in there, I threw the boxes in the wrong bin. So I dove into the trash can to get them. Because listen, here's my thought process. I dove. So listen. There's an explanation. And then it was even more embarrassing because one of our regular customers, she comes up and watches me dive into the dumpster. She goes, Bella, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, no, Lena, listen, there's a reason. So basically, when I first started at that job, I guess we were putting the boxes in the wrong trash can. And so Evelyn had sent like a picture to like the group chat or whatever and was like, hey, stop doing this, we're gonna get fined, whatever, recycling isn't supposed to be in here, whatever. So then that stuck in my head, right? And clearly they have cameras in there because they took pictures of the dumpsters. So then I was like, well shit, because I threw a lot of boxes into that trash can. I was like, fuck. And I was like, it wasn't even like one little box that I could have gotten away with. No, that was a lot of boxes. I was like, well damn it, they clearly have cameras in there so that if they catch them, like if they look at the cameras, they're gonna know it's me. So I was like, I don't want to be the one to get in trouble. So then I dove into the dumpster and got the boxes out and put them in the right one. But yeah, I was locked in the trash room for a cool 10 minutes. Like I called, who, mind you, he wasn't even on the clock. He was sitting there watching Dungeons and Dragons on his phone in the lobby, decline my call. I was like, oh, okay. So then I called and I knew that he was gonna see the call because he's the one who plays music on his phone. Why did he decline the call immediately? I was like, oh, okay. So then I called, who else did I call? I called like 2 other people, I think. And they both either let it ring or decline the call. So then I had to text the group chat. I was like, y'all, I'm locked in the trash room. SOS, SOS. And then like everybody who wasn't at work was like, LOL, somebody let her out. Nobody came and let me out until it was too late. I stormed in there so pissed. I said, y'all are fucked all the way up. It's like, and I'm never doing dumb shit like this ever again in my life. So that was the first day. Then the next day, the same manager had the audacity to ask me to do floors. And she was like, yeah, and can you make it quick? And I said, yeah, sure. So I did them quickly. And then she was like, well, did you get behind the fridges? I said, you said quick, bitch.
You can't get
she was
both.
like, yeah, well, we'll get behind at least this fridge. So I'm sitting there dripping sweat. And I was like, yeah, this is crazy. I was like, this is not what my ancestors wanted freedom for.
Martin Luther King is upset right now.
Rolling in his grave.
That was not
rolling. And it's almost, he's probably, you think he's rolling more over this, or you think did you see the party flyers?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Martin Luther King Jr. like weekend, all the colleges had party flyers out with his face on it, asses in his face. He had a bottle of Henny in his hand. He was iced out, got the rollie on his wrist.
Wait, I did see it. That's right, I did see it.
Yeah, that shit is crazy to me. Who did that? And they're going to prison. I already know it. What inclined you? All this man had was a dream. That's it. That he didn't ask for this. He didn't want this for himself or his children. His children are still alive. And they had to see this man, this dead man, with ass cheeks in his face.
They know that's what his dad.
You think they was upset?
No, that's what his.
You said what?
That's what the dad would have wanted.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he was a gangster.
Oh God. Yeah, he got the Casa Fricos.
Funny shit.
But yeah, shit's crazy.
Yeah, folks don't know. Well, Martin said he wanted peace. Originally, it was a different kind of peace. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where we end the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Tune in next week or not. Actually, we're not coming back next week. We're actually not ever coming back after that.
Get your life together, man. What's going on?
No, but I think we should probably call it. It's been an hour.
Yeah. All right. You got some editing to do. I would like some sound effects. Yay. Okay, people. We will talk at you later. Okay. Sign us out, baby. We're gone, y'all. Oh, sorry. That was a lot, huh?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Fricken Dad Podcast.
Don't forget to save and rate and do whatever else it is that you do with podcasts. Tune in every Wednesday for our new episodes.
Follow us on our personal social medias for updates. They will be in the description. Follow me at I Crack Myself Up on Instagram to follow me on my comedy journey.
And me at It's Bellaboo with 2 A's on Instagram to follow me through the rest of my journey.
Again, tune in every Wednesday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And this is the Fricken Dad Podcast.